Shukurani tunazitoa kwa walimu wetu walotusomesha kwa nia, radhi awajaze mema.
Assalamu alaikum. Hi everybody, hi students, and welcome to online learning. I'm teacher Yasir. I'm responsible of science subject standard 4 especially. So today we are going to learn about plants. All of you say plants. Plants. All of you say plants. Yes, plants. By definition, plants are living things that can grow in water or land. Plants are living things that can grow in water or land. Repeat after me.
Plants are
Yes, very nice. Plants are living things that can grow in water or land. In Swahili we say that plants mimea. All of you say mimea. Yes. Mimea ni viumbe hai ambavyo vinakuwa katika maji au ardhi. Unaweza ukasema nchi kavu. Are we together? Yes. Plants are living things that can grow in water or land. Mimea ni viumbe hai ambavyo vinakuwa katika maji au ardhi. Have you understood? This is the definition of plants. We say plants is what? Yes, plants are living things that can grow in water or land. So now I think you have understood definition of plants. So now example of plants: coconut tree, baobab tree, mango tree, and others, hibiscus. These are examples of plants in general. Now we are going to see kinds or types of plants. There are two types of plants. The first, flowering plants, and the second is non-flowering plants. Kuna aina mbili za mimea. Aina ya kwanza ni mimea inayotoa maua na aina ya pili ni mimea isiyotoa. Okay? Now we are going to know how to see flowering plants. Definition of flowering plants. Mimea inayotoa maua. Have you understood? Flowering plants are all plants that produce flowers. Short and clear. Flowering plants are all plants that produce flowers. Mimea inayotoa maua ni ile mimea yote ambayo inazalisha maua. Have you understood? We are going to see example of flowering plants. I think now you have an idea of flowering plants. In Swahili we say mimea inayotoa maua. Example of flowering plants are sunflower, hibiscus, mango tree, and others. Mifano ya mimea inayotoa maua ni sunflower, hibiscus, muembe na kadhalika. This is the example of flowering plants. I think, are we together? Yes. So nice. So now we are going to know how to see characteristics of flowering plants. The first one is these plants are many in the society. Characteristics in Swahili we say tabia au sifa za mimea inayotoa maua. Na sifa ya kwanza ukitaka kujua mimea hii, these plants are many in the society. Aina ya mimea hii inakuwa ni mingi sana katika jamii yetu. Example, coconut tree, baobab tree, mango tree, and orange tree. These plants are familiar in our society. Are we together? This is the first characteristics of flowering plants. Remember, now we are discussing about flowering plants. Forget about non-flowering plants. Are we together? The second characteristic is these plants produce different flowers. Aina hii ya mimea inazalisha aina tofauti tofauti za maua. These plants produce different flowers. Aina hii ya mimea inayotoa maua inazalisha aina mbalimbali za maua. Do you see? I have a hibiscus and this is a flower. This is a flower. It's called hibiscus flower. And this is the example of flowering plants. I think this plant, it is familiar in our society. Continue, and third characteristics of flowering plants. Third one is flower have different shape and size. Flower have different shape and size. Okay, the third characteristics of flowering plants is flower have different shape and size. Let us see. This is hibiscus and this is another plant. Flower have different shape and size. Shape of hibiscus is wide and big, but shape of this flower is small. Have you seen? Do you see it? So this is the difference about shape and what? And size. We continue. Fourth characteristic. Flower have different color. Yes, good. Flower have different color. Let us see. This hibiscus flower. Red. It has a red color. But this, it has a pink color. This is the difference. Are we together? Okay, my students, I remind you that the first we learn about definition of plants. So now we are supposed to know what is plant. Maybe someone is talking about plants. What do you understand? Huh? Plants are living things that can grow in water or land. Are we together? Mimea ni viumbe hai ambavyo vinaweza kuota katika maji au ardhi. Then we discuss about types of plants. There are two types of plants: flowering plants and non-flowering plants. Are we together? Yes, it's so nice. Then we discuss about characteristics of flowering plants. And the first characteristics, we say that these plants are many in society. Yes, these plants are many in the society. But the second characteristics, these plants produce different flowers. Are we together? These plants and flowers, as you see, this hibiscus, red color, this pink. And third characteristic, flower have different shape and size. Look at me, this hibiscus. So this is red, and this is pink, and this is wide, big, and this is small. I think you see, huh? And the fourth one is flower have different color. This is red and this is pink. I think for today I finish here. Okay, now homework. I have a homework today. I want to give you some questions. I think now you have an idea about our topic today. We discuss plants. So the first question is define plants. Define plants. Now I think you have an idea. You know what is plants. The second question is how many types of plants? How many types of plants? The third question is mention 4 examples of flowering plants. we have a gap. So the first plants we put here, second, third one, and fourth one. And the fourth question is write 3 characteristics of flowering plants. We discussed 4 characteristics, but I want you to write only 3 characteristics of flowering plants. Remember, don't forget to take your book, your homework book, and then you are supposed to do this work on your book. But elders or parents responsible for your student, for your children. So you are saying don't forget to write notes. After you write notes, then you are supposed to write a homework. So bye bye, see you next